Got the red interior. Very nice, very clean. So we're going to be changing the wheel. We supplied the wheel. Let me get out the sun. We sent the wheel out to have refinished with red stitching and the red stripe, and we basically take his and trade. That way we can use it as a core to send out. Let me show you his wheel before we put it on. This is it. We sent this one out. We have one core in stock, so we don't offer this as a service. It's only for our customers that's getting work. We'll use one of our wheels, send it off, get it done. That way there's no downtime, because it takes about 2 weeks to get one of these done, and obviously we can't keep a car in the shop for 2 weeks. But if I can get that to stay still, look at that, it's the red stitching. Just like the one we did on our car. Red stitching with the red stripe. Looks beautiful. These are done by Dallas Custom Wheels. There is a whole bunch of people that offer this. Those guys are very consistent, very good quality, super nice leather. It even smells like leather, which sounds silly. They just don't have leather smell on most leather wrapped wheels. This makes the whole car smell like a brand new Porsche. It's beautiful. So that's going in next. This was just brought to us by our transmission friend. They're notorious for breaking here. I don't know if this one's broke here, but the trick is to go ahead and clean it and put a fresh weld on there, strengthen it up. So I'll show you this here in a second. I really wish we'd have got a chance to dyno one of these on our dyno car on Silver Dancer, because this has been one of the best intakes I've tested. If you look at the design of this, first off, it's got the same kind of shape as the factory one. It tapers up into a much larger size, and then this whole front is open. It has the sealed back, kind of like the factory airbox, so you don't have the radiating heat, and it's focusing all that open in the front. See how large that is too. The leather on that thing now. It's beautiful. Super bright red stitching. And then it's got the red stripe at 12 o'clock. Is that so cool or what? So if this is a gift from Jeff. We were up at the Dragon and went to a Starbucks, and I heard this in the background, and I was immediately like, you know, that's a Honda key chime. Jeff goes, no, that's just a timer that they use. And I was so impressed by it, he got me one. So if you didn't know, the chime, the dee-dee-dee-dee, that is Morse code for H. Go ahead and admit it, you didn't know that. So cool. Jeff, thank you. What a perfect bar for the oil trade. Look at that. As if the oil isn't going to be a messy job already, it's going to be designed to deflect off that bar and go everywhere, and then run down this bar and go everywhere even more so. Me, the owner of the Silver Dancer, the new owner.
Yes,
Are you
sir.
excited?
I am.
So you think I'm tall for an S2000 guy?
We'll see if it works.
This guy's 2 inches bigger.
It has to work, actually.
You got to make it work. So worst case, you just drop the seat, you do the backyard special. It makes a noticeable difference. You're not that tall.
No,
you make it work.
I'll be all right.
If you like a car, you can make it work. Thank you everybody that's been watching the video and giving us the thumbs up and trying to buy it for more money than what I said. There's another, I'm not going to talk too much, but it's kind of in the background, and it's not this guy, but there's something in the background that you might see on the channel soon. It's out of focus, but he's a good customer of ours, Christian. He brought you down, and you told him about this car before anybody even knew about it. So that's why he got the inside scoop. So we're good. Thanks for watching.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
it. I'm excited for you.
I'll try.
I don't know, he's excited too. He just drove all the way from, I'm not going to say where, to bring you here. So that means there is going to be another flip car. Hopefully you enjoyed it and you get some ideas and some tips from it. And of course, if you're in the market for the next car we're going to flip, stay tuned and watch the channel, subscribe, give us a thumbs up so you can be notified when we put another upload, and we'll show you what car it is and what we're going to do. This is when we find out the card is worth $2,000. So right now, add in the card, trying to figure out what it's worth. I'm going to type in the number, secret number.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? The what was the suitcase game?
The suitcase game.
Yeah,
that was
that
it.
One.
Yeah, it was Who Wants a Brand New Suitcase. That was a great game. It's one of my favorites. Tension is building. Is it $10? Is it 20? Is it 2000? Suspense is killing me. What does it say?
I think I just messed it up.
Video's going on forever. We're losing the tension now. Tension's gone. Music's gone.
It didn't take the card.
Ah,
Oh,
great.
there it is. It was $25.
Oh, beautiful.
So, there, yeah. Okay.
There it is. Thank you so much. Hate to keep you guys going as long as we did, but it was a tense moment knowing how much is on the card. It really is appreciated. We'll do a quick preview of the caliper right here. See how nice that is. It's all put back together, all separated, cleaned, painted, assembled again, all greased, new pins. Beautiful, just getting ready to bleed it. The brake job was already done, by the way, so we kept that the same. Just refinished the caliper and did Goodrich stainless lines. This is Jeff's motor, B18C1 swap. It's something he's had for a while, and I don't know what his plans are if you've seen Jeff on the channel. He has a bunch of cool cars, bunch of cool projects. He's a proper Honda car guy. He's always changing, he enjoys his cars. So I don't know what he's going to do with this, but we said we'd go through it. We're going to do a timing belt and water pump, and because he's had it sitting for a while, we're going to pull the injectors out and flow the injectors and clean them and do a compression check while it's here. Nice thing about doing a compression check is we can so easily get to the starter and everything's all contained right here. It's no big deal. When the transmission is off, obviously it's a lot harder, but right now super easy. We'll get some numbers, make sure it's happy, and give it a clean bill of health. Wires look good. We'll check the plugs if it needs plugs. So I do want to say thank you to Devon. Another car George is loaded on his phone.
Oh yeah.
Starbucks is going to call us and go, what are you guys doing?
Coffee's tomorrow.
Why do you... Oh, I'm all right about that. So this is pretty much done. Just bleed the brakes. Clutch is already done. Put the wheels on. Go test drive it. Do a little light braking on the clutch. This one's ready to go. Timing belt water pump is discontinued for this motor, which is so sad because I've been building these motors since I owned LHT, which is in 1996. That is George testing out a car. You can't get it anymore, which sucks, but we found out through past Gates have been making the single cam timing belt for a long time. So Gates sell a timing belt which looks nice, and they sell a water pump kit and a tensioner. So we're going to kind of, you know, do one of these numbers and go with this because it's our only option and it is a name brand part. So also, I'll show you what's in here. This is the distributor cap, which is still available, but the rotor button is discontinued, which sucks again. That's just part of dealing with older motors. So we're going to go ahead and put this on. Kind of fingers crossed this is good, but I feel good knowing that Honda has trusted Gates to make their single cam timing belts for years and years, so I got to assume they know what they're doing, right? So it's definitely got pistons in it. You see that steep, sharp valve relief area right there. So that's going to be interesting. We'll do a compression check. Yeah, you see how sharp that is. It's definitely not a cast piston.
Yeah, there's no arrows on it or name or anything on the top, so.
No. All right. So it had cam gears on it too, these old school AMs with the wrong bolts. Well, these are not the ones we would use. And for right now, we're not doing anything tune-wise, so we do have a set of factory ones here. We're going to go ahead and use those and put those back in. Time belt, water pump, let's take a look at those. That feels smooth, but we do have a new one. May as well obviously change it. And the belt didn't look bad. Look at that Gates number. Basically just what we have. So timing belt, water pump is in. This looks very close to OE, by the way. I know some people have asked me about it. Somebody messaged me just the other day and asked me about what I thought of the Gates parts. And to be honest, it actually looks pretty darn good. I mean, I'm not going to know until I put, you know, miles on it. Tensioner too. Tensioner felt great. It does come with a new spring, which is nice.
That's also, it's the Koyo bearing. So this is what the OEM would have had.
I didn't even look at it. Is it
Yeah,
Koyo?
it's a Koyo bearing.
Okay, well there you go. There's an OEM tensioner. I think this kit was about $200 if I remember, which is pretty good because at last time I bought it, the timing belt was 84 and this was like 160 when I bought it for the Burt Hatch. And this guy right here is about 45 on its own. So that's actually a pretty good price. And the fact that it's OE quality, so I do feel good about it. We're gonna put the covers back on now and we'll do a compression check and pull the injectors and flow the injectors. Then we know that when it's done, it's gonna fire up. So the cap is new. We did order a cap, but we pulled this apart. It's all brand new in there. Spark plugs were new. These are aftermarket wires, but they're definitely in good shape. They're nice, they're not falling apart. Some of the aftermarket stuff, I don't like it because as you pull the spark plug out, this part falls off, and these are on there pretty tight to feel good. Look at that, it's got dielectric grease. So if somebody has worked on this motor and knew what they were doing, if you put dielectric grease in there, it's a good thing. And it's got the factory clips, which is nice. So I feel good about the wires. I think it's going to be a good motor. I think Jeff can feel good about putting this in and starting it. Well, of course, if the compression comes back like it should do, then we'll know it should work.
Yep.
It turns over. All right, you want to give it a shot? Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's cracking. Yep, we're in good shape, Jeff.
Awesome.
We had a good feeling about it because everything looks so clean. If you look at the cams right there, there's like no wear on the cams. Everything just looks smooth. Is this still one of your funnest cars, Jeff?
It has to be, because after the Dragon trip, you know, like I liked it before, but after the Dragon trip, I'm totally sold on it.
It's one of those perfect balanced cars, just having all that power down low. We're just talking about everything needs a K24. So would you ever get rid of it, or is this one staying? Because you've already sold the red one we put on the channel last time.
Yeah, the one sold. This is on my I like list right now, but you know, you never know.
You never know. I just didn't know if you'd got something else in the pipeline.
Not yet, not yet.
Yeah, this is one of those cars that we used to make fun of back in the day, and then you change a few things, you lower it, the wheels. I mean, look at this thing with the wheels. It's lowered. It changes the look of the car. And then of course put a K24 in there.
He's dirty right now.
But you just replaced the seats. It had decent seats in it, but you just bought some mint seats off a follower, right?
Yes, yes. He was nice enough to give me a shout that he had these.
That is still one of the nicest OE seats. If you ever get a chance, guys, sit in one of these seats. It's like one of the best feeling normal seats without being annoying. It's like a normal feel.
They're made by Recaro.
And it has the red stitch in and the red insert. That is so cool. Awesome. Well, I just wanted to show everybody this because I keep getting PMs about this all the time. So let us know if you do sell it, because we have a hand.
John will always be the first to know on a car.
Yeah, we like to kind of pass them on to car guys. We don't put them in the auto trader. We try and keep it passion based in our audience. All right, Jeff, I'll let you go.
I'll see you Sunday, John.
All right, buddy. See you at the CRX meet. Thank you. Hopefully you got to meet Esther. She is going to be at the Hondas 2 Orlando meet this Sunday. This video will of course go on after, but hopefully you get to meet her. And she's going to be driving a nice car. Talking of wonderful people, Austin, thank you so much. I don't know if didn't mean to guilt him into it, but I said I really need this valve cover doing. Can you make it happen? And I'm not going to repeat what he just said, but he said, I'm on my way. So this is important. Whenever you leave injectors, they tend to stick. I don't know how many times I've put a motor in, hit the key, and it cranks and cranks and cranks, nothing happens, then it runs on 2 cylinders, and then you sit and tap this with a wrench or something, and then the injector starts to work. So by doing this, that way we know whatever car it goes in, you hit the key, and it fires right up.
I needed something boring and reliable, you know, getting into and drive. So the Silverado will be for sale soon.
And it's 4-wheel drive too, right?
This one 4-wheel drive. I wanted something 4-wheel drive, pull a camper,
yeah.
My wife. So
I hear ya.
Silverado will be for sale soon.
Okay.
5.3 cam, 80.
I know.
It's supreme.
Yes, everybody's wanting that truck. Well, I'll post it when you sell it. Let me know.
Okay.
I mean, this is cool. This is one of those trucks that you just drive.
Yeah, it'll last forever.
4-wheel drive. Beautiful.
Yeah, I love it.
Go camping. I'm not going to close the door because I might lock it and then you get mad because like it. Okay, I just saw it was. I didn't even hear it run. I stand over here. I just hear it.
It's the Nissan's 4-liter, so
it's quiet.
This thing rips the tires off. It's pretty fun.
It's peppy.
Extremely peppy.
Nice.
And decent gas mileage too. So.
Well, when you get ready to sell it, let us know.
Absolutely.
We'll post it. We'll take some pictures. We'll do a walk around video.
Thank you.
Not this truck, the C10 that we're talking about with the 5.3. Yeah, awesome. Congrats. Thank you so much again, really. I truly appreciate it.
That's what we're here for.
Valve cover is with Austin. He's going to do Jeff's valve cover too because it was kind of crusty. We just got to put the injectors back in this, don't we?
Yeah, I'm gonna run them one more time and then we'll toss them in there. They're all flowing good and got a good looking pattern.
All right, good. Then we'll shove this to the side. Valve cover will come back. Get it back to Jeff. So tape this up. I'm going to go ahead and finish taping the bottom up and prep it. Now what I'm going to use is this stuff right here. This is by Sem. They offer a whole bunch of colors. This is terrific. It's dyed. It kind of goes on like spray paint, but it doesn't look like spray paint. Actually soaks into the plastic. Works really, really well. So we'll do the bottom section first. Let it fully dry, and then possibly do the middle molding next. See how it comes out. Valve cover came back. Again, big thank you to Austin. We're going to shave the letters. That's something, as you saw on the ZC1, takes a little bit of time. What we have to do is kind of tape up around it to make sure they don't accidentally hit that and scrape that. Sand that lettering off. Then it makes a huge difference. But this, again, is just so whatever car he puts it in, it's super easy. Put it in, plug it in, hit the key, it runs. And, of course, the bin maintenance items are done. It's good to go. You remember this dude?
Hello.
Star of the CRX video when you drove a manual transmission, right? Don't be shy. So this is Steve's white CRX. If you're watching the video and if you go to the show, Hondas to Orlando, I'm going to be driving this car. I've been working on this car the last 2 days. We all have, putting in a lot of work. He is totally into CRXs now.
Yeah.
So the red CRX, good news, Jeff, our friend, has donated a shift knob to this little guy. So when you shift it,
Hey.
you've got a shift knob, not like a piece of metal with a rubber on it.
Rubber or something.
It worked out, didn't it?
Yeah, it works.
It was kind of a last minute thing. I said, hey, let's go drive the red CRX. And we stole the shift knob off it for a customer's car. A customer came in and he had no shift knob. And it was the only one we had, so we robbed it off the CRX and gave it to the customer just as kind of like a thank you. And then we never got around to replacing it.
Yeah.
So Jeff's hooking you up. Jeff's got a shift knob for you. And another follower watched the video and noticed it had rear disc brakes on it, which has been converted already. And it had the earlier master cylinder. So somebody's going to donate a master cylinder from an EX. So we're going to make a video in the future. He has to do good in school. It's not a free car.
Yeah.
Got to work for it. We'll probably change the engine. We'll make something a little bit peppier.
Yeah.
It's an HF with 180,000 miles on it. It overheats sometimes, and it ingests water in the cylinder, so it misfires a little bit. So it's a little funky. What kind of horsepower do you think you want?
Maybe like 100 or something.
About 100 or something? That sounds reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah, this has a ZC and a turbo. This makes about 200 wheel, so we need about 100. Put like a single cam VTEC motor in, something like that. Right? Stay tuned, see you on the next video. Don't forget,
Like and subscribe.
like and subscribe, but what else do I say at the end of the video?
Enjoy your cars.
Enjoy your cars. See you in the next video. Good job, buddy. Good job.